So last year I did sort of a video in regards to what the sort of plans were for the channel and the tank room or the fish room, depending on what you want to call it. But I kind of deleted it pretty much because it was the direction of what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to do in the tank room had completely changed, and what was in the previous video kind of become irrelevant. There's different sort of inspirations from the sort of budget 250 marine tank, which kind of gave me a decision on what I wanted to do with the channel and the fish room itself. So like I said, because I deleted the old video, I wanted to give you guys an update, and this is where I'm at. What's happening, fellow subscribers and Tank TV watchers? So I just wanted to give a quick update really. I uploaded a video a couple months ago about what we're going to be doing in regards to the tank room or the fish room. I'm declaring it and naming it the tank room, and everything that's going on and what to expect from the channel over the next coming months. As you can probably see behind me, first thing that's changed from a couple of previous videos is the 1,000 litre that the discus were in is now emptied out, cleaned, and ready to be changed over. So that's going to become a 1,000 litre reef. Really excited about that. I don't know how much I'm going to do on this in regards to how much it's going to be on social media and Facebook and YouTube, because even though I've got the tank room going on, I do want to kind of have something that's still a hobby and that I can enjoy. I don't know yet. Let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to broadcast and let you know. I'll maybe do a few pictures, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to do in regards to YouTube. But yeah, this is going to be a 1,000 litre reef tank. The guys that are in the fish and everything that's in the 250 at the moment are going to come over into here. Everything's cleaned out, everything's ready to go. Got the kessels on there already. The only reason it's not filled yet, or sand, is because I just don't know what I want to do with the scape. I want to do something really special, I want to do something really different, but I just don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So that's what's going on with the 1,000 litre. That's why you've not seen it the last maybe month or so on YouTube, social media and so on, because it's been shut down and currently just looking pretty empty and clean. Look at that tank. I've had it for about a year, not a single scratch on it, because I look after the tanks. Right, so I'll take you down into the fish room, or tank room. Let's have a look. So at the moment, so we got the 250 marine tank. Now this tank here, this was a bit of a side project or a small project as I had idle hands while I was waiting for the 1,000 litre to be built. This tank has pretty much been built on a budget. And when I say budget, I'll give you a quick rundown. Tank, rock, stand, sump, sand, and it did come with a light, £50 for all of it. All I had to do was just go and shut it down myself. Corals, fish, obviously there's one fish in there, reasonably expensive, you'll know which one that is. I'm just not going to say the price in case the wife is watching. Coral, again, collected, again speaking with local fish keepers, people that are rehoming stuff, everything done on a budget. The wave maker in there was from another tank shutdown, which is one of these, which I'll go into in a second. All this in here, pipe work, skimmers, everything second hand, free. Again, Cheetos being grown on a $14.99 light from Amazon. Everything in there built on a complete budget. That entire tank, not including coral and fish, probably spent no more over the last sort of 6 months. I'd probably say maximum 300 quid. That's a fully functional reef tank. Actually, ignore that because I can't remember how much I got the lights for, but I know they weren't too much. But prior, the lights I had on there were fine. I just wanted a bit more spectrum and colour control on the UV. But no, it was running absolutely fine. Yeah, 300, 350 tops is all that's been spent on that tank. As we go round, we've got another 350 cube, or near enough a cube tank here. A 4.5, 5 foot here. Both of these are built for sump. So again, a couple of videos over the next few months is we're going to run one that's going to be fully sumped, which is all under here. So that's pretty much ready to go. And this one, I have got a sump for it. It's down here, but it's absolutely massive. I picked this up off a customer. It was built into the wall, and because of that bit, it won't go underneath my stand. So that's another tank there. Got another one here, another corner one. Again, not quite sure what I'm going to put in that yet. I think the wife wants to
put her bit in and decide what's going to go in this tank, but I just need to decide what she's chosen. Kind of sits around a little bit and doesn't do too much. So I'll decide what I'm going to do. But I think I'm pretty much set on these. I think this one is going to be a saltwater angel tank. This one is potentially going to be African cichlids. Again, nice rock scape. This one, obviously, again, it's going to be a rock with no coral in that one. Like I said, these guys here are going to be going over into the 1,000 litre. So I've got some ideas for this one. The coral is what I'm probably going to do, and a couple of reef keepers will hate me or probably unsubscribe, is the pulsing. I'm probably going to just let it grow and take over the entire tank, and maybe the fuzzy mushroom as well. Not difficult coral, I know it's common, I know it's not hard to keep, but I've got some ideas for that one. The fish that's going in it's quite special as well. Alright, so yeah, got the cube tank that's going to be filled, obviously saltwater angels, cichlids in this one, the wife's surprise in this one, the discus, these poor guys that were in a mansion have now been moved to a council estate, sulking. What I'm going to do with these guys, I don't know yet. They're not staying in here. This is a temporary tank, so I don't want you guys to think this is what they're staying in. It's a 240 fluval running on an FX4. I'm not happy. I wouldn't put fully grown discus in anything smaller than 300 litres, 8 discus minimum. I'm kind of just taking the logs out of the old 1,000 litre just to give them a bit of familiarity with the tank, and they're pretty comfortable, they're doing well. A couple coral in there swimming around, keeping the sandbag clean as well. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys yet. It's whether the cichlids go in there, or maybe the angels go in that one. The discus go in there. Not too sure. And there, as we come round, this is a bit of a slower project, but it's going to have a dedicated series pretty much. Now what I've done on this tank is everything, again, I've not paid for one thing. The glass, the tank itself was made from glass sliders that I had lying around. The sand, again, lying around. Rock picked up from out the back of Reef Aquatics, thank you Dan. Filter, again, was customer shutting the tank down, was just pretty much handing it out. Stand, again, from Dan at Reef Aquatics. Again, thank you, Dan. The door didn't stay on. It's over there now. I've put it on that one. Now, this is, like I said, it's going to have its own series, this one. Oh, filters, glass filters, Wish. So these are, if you buy these, UK supplier. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for supporting UK distributors, UK local fish shops, but I wanted to do a little project on if you could build or how much you could get from Wish as cheap as possible. Buying these in the UK, I think they come to about 20-30 quid. Paid £5.99 and they tank up absolutely fine, and they're absolutely brilliant. They're going to be plumbed into a 207, and the whole idea behind this is how you can run a basic nano reef tank on a basic 207 filter. The light is, again, freebie. It's off the Fluval Evos, so it's a marine light as well. Let's get it turned on. Even the speaker out is been scaped. What do you reckon? So yeah, it's the marine light. Off the Fluval Evo, getting a little freebie, so I've not paid for anything. So the whole idea, and I wanted to do something a little bit different with this fish room, and the whole idea behind it was, and I don't think it's something that's being done on YouTube, if anywhere. What I want to do and what I want to do on the channel and show you guys is how cheap, or if potentially how often and how free you can build and put together a fish tank. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the contents of the fish and the coral and stuff like that, because if you're getting them free, send me a link and let me know. So what I really want to do and what I want to show you guys is how to do all this. Like I said, so far we've got barely anything spent, but like I said, that was a bit of a side project. This tank, this one was brand new. Literally, heater came with the 307 as well that you get with it, which is, where is that? That's currently plumbed into this one here. And then the one I've built together, so far I've spent no more than 150 quid on all of it.
and they've all come with sumps, they've all come with filters, they've all come with pipework. This one here, 50 quid, £50 for a woman that was shutting it down. I think she was moving out of the home. Also came with 4 Hannah checkers. If you're a reef geek, if you know what the Hannah checkers are, they're not cheap. Came with 2 Nero 5s and a load of other equipment, which is pretty much stacked up all over here in the corner. So guys, yeah, it's worth tuning in. Like I said, over the next few months, like I said, I deleted the video from a couple months ago because what I was talking about was pretty much irrelevant. I was taking a bit of a different direction with and what I wanted to do with the fish room. So over the next few months, you're going to see all these start to come to life. I am probably going to have some input on what I'm going to do with one of the tanks, the 5 foot or the fluval 240, depending on what I do with the discus. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. They're my babies. It's been hard enough getting rid of half of them. So it's kind of a bit sweet. But I'll be asking you guys, what do you want to see go into the tanks? What do you want to see happen in this room? We've got the mascots. They're starting to show their face a little bit now. Again, funnily enough, I spend quite a bit of time at Reef Aquatics taking their stuff. This is from them as well. Thanks, Dan. So they'll be hanging out with us. But no, guys, let me know if you haven't already. Click the subscribe button. There's going to be a lot going on in this fish room, in the tank room, on the channel. I want you guys to join me all the way through, setting up every single. So they all still need cleaning. They're absolutely filthy where some have been left outside. Pipework still sat in there. This one needs deodorant. I think it absolutely stinks. But again, that all needs to be deep cleaned. So the only 2 that are functioning at the moment is the 240. And the 250 marine tank now that the 1,000 litre has been shut down. So guys, yeah, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, stay tuned, leave me plenty of comments. If you're not following us on social media, I'll leave the links below. But let's get this tank room started, shall we?